Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Seablock. So in the first episode we started with the most basic setup possible. Some wind turbines providing power, water combining with that power in the electrolyzer. We're burning off the oxygen, the hydrogen. We're producing slag. We're taking that slag and we're crushing it to produce crushed stone. Taking that crushed stone over here and we're adding it to water and getting mineralized water. Then gets piped over here to this crystallizer and we get two complex ores, which we then have to crush. We get a little bit of extra waste in terms of crushed stone that we can recycle back in, but we take the products there and we add them to furnaces. And they produce copper and iron plates. Much more complicated in base factorial, vanilla, but it is fun. So we're going to keep doing this. We have a few techs that we want to research before we expand. So let's have a look at the tech tree. So we definitely want automation. We're partway through that one. We also want wood processing. And then we want probably logistics, long-handed inserters, the other algae processing recipe, and washing. That looks about right for now. So the main two techs are the automation and the wood processing. We need power. Now, in order to do that, we need to make more red science. Well, we can't make more red science without more copper plate. Right, and then so something else that we can do, because we did unlock inserters with, which tech was it? It was the boards. Yeah, so when we made our first circuit board, this unlocked inserters. Prior to that, we didn't have it. One of the easiest ways we can automate is from here to there. But that does give us a little bit of a problem. Okay, well now that we finished automation, we can at least get one to build the science itself. What we're gonna need for now, just as a temporary measure, is a box. So the box is gonna hold the crushed stone, and then this is going to accept the stereotype. Oh, you need some fuel, huh? Well, one of the reasons why I keep picking up all this algae right here is because we have this other recipe. When you first start, you have to make this stuff from scratch. It's like, it says forage, so you're just like rummaging plant material. But this one, now that you have green algae made in a more complex process, then it's a lot faster to make some cellulose fiber, but you just have to make it from the green algae here. So that's going to be our fuel source for now. We are currently conducting research in order to have a better source of fuel. But we built this assembler so that we could just chunk down some science. This is going to need to go like that. Why? Oh, okay, I see. Another easy way we can automate, I believe. Well, I wouldn't say easy. We don't have long-handed inserters yet. Maybe if I move this closer? Is that... Oh, yeah, it's not. Why use one inserter when you can use two? That's ridiculous, but it works. Oh, there we go. Something like that. I mean, it's ugly and it's temporary, but it is at least going to keep our stuff flowing. Now, the only real issue is that we need to get the slag out of this, or the crushed stone from this, and put it into there. But progress is progress. Now, one thing that we can do with Bob's inserters is pretty nice, is we can tell it to drop off there, and you'll see it's turning only 90 degrees. Now, I'm thinking a belt here would probably do it. Yes. So, why not? Do we have anything better to do? Not really. So you're gonna make the little doohickeys, and you're gonna make the other little doohickeys. This inserter never got set up right. Oh, that's wrong. It's gonna pick up from there, drop off there. There you go. Pushing all the wrong buttons. We've got a few of these things in our inventory. We've got some more algae we can process. As you can see, bottleneck is very useful for early game Seablock. These green icons mean everything's working. The red means it's missing something, which in the case of the flare stacks doesn't matter. But you can see where the problems are. That obviously we're not getting enough slag. We're not getting enough copper. But see this pause button here. This tells me we have stone, crushed stone. Okay, so I messed this up. This needs to go here, and then this needs to dump into a box. And that should all be working then. Let's see. Yep, stone goes in, ore comes out. Nice. And we can actually recycle this crushed stone as well, so. Speedy thing go in, speedy thing come out. Alright, progress. Not much in the way of copper though, is it? So how are we doing on power? Pretty good, actually. So I think we can start blueprinting our electrolyzer setup. And I'm thinking go north from here. About here-ish. So we would need one tile in the back, and we need 1, 2, 3 tiles, 4 tiles in the front. I'll show you what I mean here. 1, 2. We would need an inserter. You need a little piece of belt, and then another belt going there. So it only needs to be that wide, all the way up. And trust me, it's going to go up pretty high, but we don't need to go up that high right now. We don't have the electricity to run this thing. But I can make the stuff. We don't have to turn it on yet. Do I turn it on yet? That's a question, isn't it? These draw how much power? 310 kilowatts. And we currently have... So we could run technically like 10 of these right now. But these use a lot of power, don't they? 31 kilowatts? Hmm. We are not making much copper. Well, what else are we going to use the power for? So I'm thinking right about here, we can do an ore crusher. I'm surprised I don't have the other ones yet. Oh yeah, I do have them. Ore crusher 1. That must have come with the automation. I'm curious if that's true. Yes, it did. Oh, it's a different kind. That's why. There we go. Now we need quite a few of those in there, I believe. is it's still got a backlog, so we'll go ahead and load this slag into this side. Now everything's out of power, isn't it? Yeah. So why do we only have 1.7 megawatts now? What happened? We had 3.6 maximum, right? Something changed. But all the wind turbines appear to be connected. So what gives? Yeah, they're all seemingly connected. So how do we drop from... Oh, because I've got a few of them in my pocket. Or 1.8. Was it 1.8 though? No, it was 3.6. How on earth do we have half of the electricity that we did a few minutes ago? Well, I guess I can check the footage. Maybe I'm losing my mind. We are starting to gain a little bit of momentum here on the science. And as you can see, wood processing is almost finished. So, speaking of wood processing, we don't have a whole lot of land for this, but we need to expand up in order to get the... Well, I think temporarily I'm just gonna daisy chain some assemblers together. This one needs to feed back on itself. You'll see why in just a minute. Everything is up too high, or down too low. I actually need a chest in here anyway. So what I could do is this. Boop, and then boop. So that would drop off here and pick up from there. And then the chest is gonna hold the brown algae. So you need to be making cellulose fiber from green algae. You need to be making wood pellets, wood blocks, and charcoal. This does need one single unit of fuel. May as well craft the boiler. And 2 steam engines. Boiler can hang out right here. Steam engines are gonna hang out. There it goes. Made my first charcoal right there. But it's using wood bricks as fuel. It needs the come on. There it goes. Charcoal is fuel. Now it'll always feed itself. Cool. Right. So, that should have fixed our power for now. So now we need to start thinking about making more landfill. We've been pretty conservative with our land usage, but we need to get more landfill. So we're gonna have to sacrifice some of our metal making ability, which is minimal, to make our landfill. We're almost done with our episode though, so we'll probably expand our algae, expand the slag, and expand everything in the next episode. So for now, maybe I'll handcraft a little bit of landfill. So it's just made from crushed stone. I'm actually just gonna upgrade this one, and then I'll make one little one for myself over here. Don't put trees in there. I want to keep the logs. Put honestly, why not put some charcoal in there? Right? Yeah, there you go. Alright, the crushed stone, so I can make how many pieces of sand? Like 3? It's on this one, yeah. I can make 3 pieces of sand. Not very much. So one other way that we can get a lot of stuff is from washing, and we haven't researched that tech yet, but we're getting there. 6 whole copper plates. Well, I'm glad to see that the algae is actually backing up. So all in all, we're in good shape. We definitely expanded. It is slow in the beginning, but that's Seablock for you. We've got a lot more episodes to come. But as for now, thanks for watching and have a great day.